I know you just saw me on Monday and you get to see me again. Oh, this is the video I really wanted to do. The other one I needed to do for those of you who needed it. And this one, well, we're going to put a little manifestation magic out there today. Um, what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about dreams. About sometimes we have dreams and sometimes we put those dreams away and we allow life to kind of get us, we kind of allow life, period. Because that's what has happened to some of my dreams. Let me talk to you about a dream I had a long time ago, back before I moved to Arizona. I had a dream. I thought, what could I do to help empower women to not only be independent, but to feel like they have the power to navigate through life without feeling because of their gender they were ridiculed, they were harassed, they were taken advantage of. And then I thought, why open it up to just women? Why not be men? What can I do to serve men? Men who have a hard time expressing their emotions, men who want to create loving relationships but yet don't know how, or have been told that their emotions are not manly enough, or have been told that the pain that they feel, they need to man up. Where's your man card? Such toxic shit. And I think on both sides of the equation, there's issue. Now, is there a majority issue? Do women have it harder than men? Sometimes, yeah. I'll say that. I'll admit to that. Because society accepts men as being more dominant than women. That's why, there was a study done about the most successful women and about, there's this idea of pay equality and just across the board. And women who had short haircuts like men were often paid more and more likely to be promoted than women who had longer hair. Isn't that crazy? I was like, what? My indignation was deep. But at that time in my life, that's what I wanted to do. How did I want to do that? Well, I had first thought, okay, in my narrow mind of what I was and what I wanted to do, I was like, let's open a wellness center. Yeah, let's do it. Let's open a place where people can be safe to explore some of the deeper emotions. At the time, I was exploring some deep shit that I had not allowed myself to experience, to heal. And that's what I wanted for other people, just a safe environment to be themselves. That morphed over the years when I moved out here. That was one of my goals. That was one of my dreams. And as life would have it, I had a lot of growing to do. I had a lot of things to do internally before I thought about manifesting that. And I just kind of put it, I just kind of, I buried it, said a little prayer, grieved a little bit, said, okay, dream, whatever, right? I was like, okay, maybe that's not our path. And the other day, the dream was resurrected. The thought of it, the beginning of it. But it's changed because I have changed. I understand so much more now. I have life experience. I have healing experience. My friends, life changes you. And I was not ready then. I was not. I was not even near ready. I had so much to learn. But why do I feel now is ready? Well, because the angels have been pushing me. And in one of the readings I have a fellow reader, Debbie, one of the readings I had, my dad came and just basically told me to get off my ass and go do it. Love you, Dad. But, excuse me. What does it look like today? Now, understand the idea of opening a center my own center, my own place, is in the creation stage. I don't know how long that's going to take. I don't know how long that I don't have time frames. The universe does not give, is not linear, my friends. Not linear. Nothing is linear. But it has been rekindled within me. And why now? Why? Because first of all, I live in Sedona. I know we're saturated with places and healing and readers, and I know, but I really want it to be a trauma informed wellness center. People who have experienced the trauma in childhood and, you know, that are working with people that aren't quite understanding how to deal with someone who's had trauma around something. So, in my experience, as a peer support, and I'm a peer support specialist for the public safety of Northern Arizona. So, you know, peer support training in so many different ways, in ways of public safety, fire, EMS, police, in life, peer, you know, dealing with families, boundaries, having issues with your brain taking you over, keeping you small, body image issues, you know, there's other trauma there and wellness and the idea. So how do I see this? Let's do some manifestation today. How do I see this? Well, in the reading, apparently it was put to me that it's a building that's at the base of a mountain. Plenty here. But it's on my own. Because one of the things I asked was, will I be working with anybody? Will I go into it with anybody? And they're like, no. And that's okay. I prefer it that way. But I also wanted to create space for those like those workers, those healers that they may not have space to do it within their home, or they're needing a space that's outside of their home, that's safe, that's energetically receiving, opening, comforting, loving, compassionate, kind, and so hopefully I'll have some rooms that for those people who need to rent it either by the hour or by 6 months or yearly, however that manifests. But it's going to be that safe space to come and for whatever you want, whether it's healing, whether it's readings, whether it's peer coaching, whether it's, you know, it's basically, I want it to emanate love. I want it to emanate acceptance. I want it to emanate safety. I want it to emanate understanding and trust. That's what I want to create within this space. And I've been asked if I would consider working with one of my Healing Angel Protocol friends, and they're I think they're doing something similar and opening a space. And I have said yes. So I may be collaborating with another one of my fellow Healing Angel Protocol friends within their space, however that looks. Because I said, I'm open to it. Let's talk about it. But my manifestation of next year, because it will happen next year, is to create this center, to create a space, to create a safe space for people to go, to work through trauma, to have a trauma-informed person to know how to help work through that. Because sometimes, I will say, because I've done it, I will admit this, I've worked with people that our healings have gone so deep and releasing certain trauma that I didn't know how to handle, or I didn't know how to navigate them through. And at the time I was so upset by it that I didn't touch back with angels. Rookie mistake. and I mean, that happened years ago, but Now I understand. I just need to pop back into that state with the angels and just kind of help them work through it. But that's what I mean by being trauma informed. Not being trauma informed once led me to being trauma informed, because I don't ever want to experience that again. I want to make sure that I can help them. Um, and I think it's important because I think there's a lack of it here. There is. There's a lack of it. I'm seeking it. I'm seeking a trauma informed therapist. I can't find one. There's a lot of veterans in this state. There's a lot of people in this state who need trauma informed care that is just not available here, especially in northern Arizona. Or I have not seen it or experienced it or cannot find it. Maybe there is and I don't know. I'm not saying there isn't, but I want to be part of that. I want to be part of that system that you can go to and you can find the healing that you need. So that is my big announcement. Hooray. So it's 11/11. We're manifesting I'm putting it out there. And on the 13th, which is today, will be my day of surgery. Any prayers are welcome. Although my angels are taking care of everything. I'm not that worried. But yeah, so look forward to that. What am I calling my wellness center? Oh, dear geez. So a lot of you know that I've been using the name Grace in a lot of my healing circles. And I think that that's what it's going to be called. My healing center is going to be called Grace Trauma Informed Wellness Center. And I think Trauma Informed Healing Center. I think that's better. So I'm in the works. What's next? I have to LLC myself. That's a bit tricky because I thought I wanted to LLC a certain name because you should never just yourself. It should be your business name so that I'm protected. A lot of authors are getting hit for some reason with copyright issues. So I want to LLC everything and to keep myself safe. So that's the first step. Then what's the next step? Well, I got to find the place. That's the next step. So part of December is also creating campaigns for my social media people and also creating campaigns to introduce you to what a trauma-informed healing center is. So look for that. We're going to be talking a lot about it. We're going to be talking about my books. We're going to be talking a lot about the Healing Agent Protocol. We're going to be talking a lot about everything. So stay tuned. December, there may be moments of silence as I'm healing, as I'm taking care of myself, because, you know, it's like my full moon horoscope said, rest is just as important as progress, because one without the other creates a balance. So I will be taking time to rest. And so you may not hear from me for a few days because I'm just taking care of me. Yeah. So that was my big announcement. And it is my hopes that those of you who are local will come to the grand opening. Those of you who can jump on via Zoom, I want to try to do a Zoom thing so you can be part of the grand opening, because most of you who are far from me have been my supporters. And I promised myself I wouldn't cry, but you guys, I'm so grateful. You keep me going. You keep me centered in what it is that I'm here to do. And I love all of you, and thank you. So come on this journey with me. I want to share it with you. I want to share the progress. I want to share the ups, the downs, the whatevers. I want to share all of it because I want to be very transparent in how to do this, how to create this, how to become it, how to live it, how to take a dream and resurrect it into reality that you've since long buried and said goodbye to and thought that it would never happen. You know, and to also give space for people to learn, whether it's creating healing groups, whether it's creating meditation groups, whatever it's creating. I want to create that for you, for my community, whether it's via Zoom, whether it's via in person, whether you come. I want to do 3-day intensives for people, and for people to come out and do mini retreats, to be able to come and heal, do it on a weekend, a Friday through a Sunday, and to experience that level of healing that, most people, don't have the space to get. So I'm doing all of this. Of course, I want to be successful, but I'm doing it because it fulfills that need to serve others. Not just others as far away, but my community here, to serve the people here who need it, the people who don't find or aren't getting what they need, especially around trauma informed issues. So I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. That is my big announcement. I've been holding that in for quite some time and letting it kind of just digest. And I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this. And how that looks, I don't know. It may be just, I'm allowing it to appear and to be created into what it's meant to be. And it's trial and error, my friends. So come on this journey with me and let's create together this Grace Trauma Informed Wellness Center. I am so, so thankful for all of your support, all of your understanding, all of your just love. Grateful for all of it. I love you. Namaste. Take care.